Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about Para Gig Help Review. A few of the things that gig workers really need to start doing is diversifying their gig portfolio and using the right tools during their gig work to maximize their value during their time working. And one of the companies that are looking to provide that service is Para Incorporated with Para Gig Help. And while this company may have a lot of controversy, it also has updated a lot since the way it started, and some of which are really positive. Some got me absolutely livid. So with that said, I want to go over everything you must know about Para Incorporated, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain and is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over in this video is very market dependent, and what applies to me and my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. What is Para? The Para app allows gig workers to have all the necessary information to select the right orders during their time as a Doordash, UberEats, Grubhub, or Lyft driver, including the drive time, order size, payout, and all of the intricate details on the subject. Some drivers even remember when they used to provide actual tip transparency on Doordash as opposed to their hidden tip system that they use today. Those were really good times until Tony decided to patch it up. Since then, they have shifted gears, and instead of trying to get the wrong people to do the right thing, they started a system that pairs gig workers with new gigs as well, which kind of falls into that same category, but we'll go into that later. Whether they are simply helping you make decisions on orders quickly and effectively on Uber, UberEats, Grubhub, Lyft, and Doordash, if they ever fix that. They are also helping you find new gigs in your area with Para Pass, and even providing opportunities to earn with Para Works. Sign-up requirements. To simply use their tools such as Para Drive or the earnings tracker, you simply just need to download the app and link your gig accounts to receive notifications and give them access to your work history, which is important if you want to hop onto Para Works, because they need those linked account histories in order to access offers, and some of them actually pay out pretty well. Imagine getting a $25, $35, $40 order on Para Works with the next day pay simply by being on the app. Para Pass is where the bar gets raised a bit because you need to provide more information to build up your profile. Your driver's license, vehicle and insurance information, a clean background check, and a bank account for their payment system. Which all of those are very surface level, and quite honestly, you should be able to access them no problem. App features. There are three main features on Para Gig Help that people need to absolutely capitalize on: Para Drive, Para Works, and Para Pass. Para Drive is the main driving app that organizes the main street maps you are currently working on. Doordash, Uber, UberEats, Grubhub, Lyft. So when you receive an order, they're going to send you a push notification, and they're going to give you the value of the order with a total breakdown of the base pay, promo pay, and the tips, if it's actually available with the particular app in question. The expected drive time also added with an hourly rate. The expected mileage and dollars to mile ratio. The pickup address and drop-off address, and the option to accept or decline in the app. They also provide in-app mileage tracking and order history breakdown, whether you accepted those orders or not, and even an auto-decline feature, which is a unique tool for gig workers to actually be able to decline orders automatically. You set your parameters and it just declines orders for you. Now, personally, I don't mess with that, but I know a lot of people do. Para Works is where you have the opportunity to accept orders in your area for both single delivery and route delivery. Single delivery is mostly catering orders, but can be otherwise as well. And route delivery can be a lot of different things. Now, Para has their own merchants that they work with from apps that outsource to them, which can be a lot of different companies. So if Para has the drivers, and these other companies can send orders to Para for drivers to claim, similar to Instacart where they put the order in the app, app, it's first come, first serve. So you'll need to keep an eye on the app because they really don't always notify you. ParaPass is kind of like ZipRecruiter for gig work, where they take your profile and all of your information, and with one tap you could apply for a gig. There's not always going to be a gig available in your area, but if there is one, that's what you could do. With this one, they had me immediately hop onto Calendly to set up an onboarding call with a drop-off agent. Not every opportunity is going to be good, but hey, you never know until you talk to them. So I do have a few side notes in regards to Para Gig Help that I feel like I need to go over on this subject. Risk of deactivation. Para is one of those apps that I've overall had a problem with talking about because you can possibly get deactivated for using it. However, they are really upfront about that. There is currently no evidence to support that Doordash or any gig app has ever deactivated somebody for being on Para. That also said, however, most people can't get a real answer for why they were deactivated on these platforms anyway, so it's not like it isn't impossible. However, speaking from a corporate standpoint, it would actually make sense if they didn't deactivate drivers for being on Para. Let's be honest, which makes more sense? Mass deactivating hundreds of thousands of drivers for being on Para and dealing with the subsequent court cases, legal challenges, and otherwise, or simply combat the software company continuing to breach their files. The only thing Tony Hsiu had to do is bam, you're patched. That's it. And no more tip transparency. They could do the same thing. Either way, you do need to be aware that the risk is there. Support teams are the worst. If you ever thought support teams were bad on any of these gig apps, holy crap. These guys make getting assistance for malicious behavior look like an absolute nightmare. First of all, their phone line doesn't even work, and yet they advertise as if it does. Like, what is with these companies that don't even have an effing support line that actually works? At least Veho is very clear about that. We do not have a phone support team, and they are among the worst I've ever seen. But between Para and Deliver That, hosting phone lines that don't actually even support drivers or even work is absolutely embarrassing. Like, I have had 2 instances of support team nightmares from a micromanaging piece of garbage who bugged the literal crap out of me every single second until I got the order. They had a bug in the system because of the app, and when I asked for help, she ghosted me. Like, literally, think about that. She annoyed the crap out of me up until I said I was at the restaurant. By the time there was a glitch in the app, she totally ghosted me. What the hell is your problem? Like, why can you not do the basic tasks of your job? And then the other incident that I had is that I was sent to a pickup location an hour early for a catering order, which anyone who has done catering orders, the restaurants are very particular about that. And they notified me of that at the literal last second. I was walking into the restaurant by the time they told me I was an hour early. So instead of doing their job goddamn right and properly compensating me for the failures and fuck-ups that they are, they unassigned me from the order entirely, claiming that they were going to request Para pay me anyways, which they never did, claim that they were putting me through to a supervisor, which they never did, and when I put through a normal request on the website, they outsourced it and claimed that they would find out what happened and never actually gave me an answer or even a time frame to which I could get an answer. That makes no sense. Oh, and they tried to put the blame on me. EasyCater contacted me after asking why the order was never delivered because this effing company refused to do the job that they were assigned to do. What the hell is wrong with you? I'll tell you this, if they're like this at a small level, a fraction of what Doordash used to be at their level, they're gonna be even worse than Doordash. It's just a fact. They claim to help gig workers, but they are so malicious that they will go out of their way to screw you over for less than no reason. What the hell is that? Ghost orders become visible. One of the annoying things that gig apps like to do, such as Doordash, UberEats, and Grubhub, is send you ghost orders. So that way they can either pause you, kick you off the dash, or just mark you as unavailable or offline. Or even something as simple as hitting your ratings in general. Why? Because they don't want you to have access to Top Dash or things like that. This is especially frustrating for gig workers who are trying to earn their way into certain programs or finding themselves offline on some apps without even noticing or getting any notification that they did that. And with the extra push notification that Para provides, they could actually combat those ghost orders and even decline them or set up an auto decline for it to do its job. So that way those malicious companies can't keep doing that. But this way you won't find your dash randomly ended, paused, or your ratings drop for less than no reason. Final verdict. In terms of the tool itself, I could definitely see the utility and opportunity. They are good in terms of pay in a lot of cases, but the frustrating thing is that their support team takes away from that entirely. Or a lack of support team at best. And for an app and a company that prides themselves to be better than DoorDash in terms of opportunity, they have a lot of crap to clean up. And if it's this bad at this level and they don't fix their crap, this is going to be one of the worst companies to be a part of in the long term if it ever hits it big. Feel free to give it a go if you want. Just know that there are going to be risks and do what you think is right. Did I miss anything? Is there something else about Para Gig Helper that I have yet to cover in this video? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that anybody and everybody knows anything and everything that they need to know about this situation. So that way we can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.